The last video only took us halfway through some advanced editing techniques. Now I'm going to show you how you can save that data into your product models. Being able to save this data persistently will require a couple of steps. We basically need to create the appropriate models for saving these related tickets. And let me show you how we do that. So first, in our config.xml, we lay the groundwork for our models by telling Magento which database table to store our ticket information in. Once that's done, we need to also upgrade our database, and we create the SQL upgrade script that's going to create that table. So our ticket table is going to track which event and which product it's related to, and also the title, the price, and the sort order. Our model classes are pretty simple. You can see that in the ticket model. We're just constructing the basic initialization of a model. And we have pretty much the minimum possible work done to create our collection as well. So with all that in place, we can start to tweak our product type model so that we can first load the pre-existing tickets. So you'll see when I refresh this page, it's loading the pre-existing tickets from the database. So in our product model, the first thing I'm going to do is fix this get tickets function. And where this is being used basically is in my block where I'm populating the events. So down here, get ticket data. On line 101 is calling my product type instance here, getting the tickets, and then looping through them so that they can be used to build the front end. So this is kind of abstracted, but in the end, this is the most important function because this is where we need to select the tickets from the database. So in this function, I'm proceeding by setting up a collection, adding the appropriate filters to it, and I'm also going to sort by my sort order. And when I return the collection, that can then be used to build the front end. So that's how we pre-populate the table. Let me show you how we save the data. So this save function is a magic function that Magento looks for. And if it finds it, it's basically going to allow you to process any extra logic that you want to occur when this type of product is being saved. So we don't have to add any observers or anything. This is all done through the product type model. So in this function, I'm basically checking for the event data. If you take a closer look at the front end, you'll see that all of these form elements have event data as the first index of the name. So that's going to be automatically set in the controller. Let me just show you real quick. In the admin catalog product controller. Alright, so in this controller, this is what's processing the edit action, and actually it's processing the save action when we click that save button. And you can see all it's doing is it's getting the post request as this variable called data, and then when it inits the product save, so here in the init product save function is where it's taking the product data and essentially setting or adding all of that data to the product model, which basically means any form data that's submitted we can access through the product model, even if it's not an attribute or if it's not a column in the product table. So that allows us to get our event data. From there, we can loop through all the tickets that are being set, and basically I'm checking to see if we need to delete something. Otherwise, I'm adding that ticket to the database. So you can see this allows us to both add new tickets and delete existing tickets. So let's recap. In order to save our information to the database, we first have to create the necessary models and then set up our database tables in an upgrade script. Next, we modified the save function in our product type model. This is the function that Magento runs anytime the form is submitted. The last thing we did was tweak the product edit tab so that it read information from the database. Coming up next, I'm going to tie this all together and show you how you can render the product information in the front end. So stay tuned.